What's going on, everyone? Domadeus Gaming back with another video. This is Alliance War Season 27, Episode 4. This is War number 4. And we are going in with a slightly adjusted team here. We are going to be taking our very first mini-boss, which is exciting for this war. I was definitely a little bit nervous because I definitely didn't want to have another death this war season, / I didn't want to let down my new Alliance mates. But as you'll see, we make out this war pretty handily. We did take the win. For this last war here. We are in the middle of another war currently, but because of all the July 4th deals coming out, I definitely had to put this video on hold for a little bit. But anyway, we're going in against this Black Panther, rank 3 actually, which is pretty cool. Someone really liked the new buff for this guy, so respect to them. Fatih Zengen, I think is what the name is up there. There we go. Mega Red takes it down really easily. I love using Omega Red for these lanes just because that passive degen is super nice to have and works really well against most of these fights. So next up we have this thing. Should be pretty easy. A little bit scary because he's going to be building up those Furies. So we definitely want to be careful about taking any parry damage or, you know, potentially a blocked or a combo to the face. Definitely don't want to take that. So also realized that I didn't boost up for that first fight, so probably could have gotten even a little bit faster. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop a 20% boost as well, just because we want a little bit extra damage against this thing. He is a rank 3, so he's a pretty beefy boy. But luckily Omega Red handles things usually pretty well, since again he has that passive degen. So just going to go in here, got to make sure we are keeping an eye on those rock stacks, and now we are just over 10. We did bring the Sabertooth synergy, so those spores are going to be building up a lot quicker, which is nice to have. Definitely, you know, I like to say Omega Red doesn't need Sabertooth, but when you do have him, it is a lot nicer building up those spores. So there we go. And luckily we got the intercept, so we didn't take any or a lot of damage from Thing. I don't think we even took a blocked hit now that I'm watching it back, but took him down nice and easy. I did join war a little bit later, so I was able to take my entire path in one shot, which is nice. So next up we have this Gambit, 6-star Awakened, which again should be easy for Omega Red, because now we are in the section 2, which is going to give them, or rather reduce our power rate, so we don't have to worry about the Furies, which is nice. So just go in with Omega Red, parry heavy, get the degen, get the spores to stick, and be careful not to mess up the dex on the L1. And yeah, so going in here, dodge the L1, got the dex, very nice. And going back in, got the nice little unblockable there from the Awakened ability. And going back in. And yeah, just an easy fight all together. So there he goes. Gambit goes down. And next up we have, what do we have? We have a Thor Ragnarok, so easy defender. Just got to be careful not to let him get to the L3, but again, that passive degen should be just fine. Stung once, twice shy should heal us up a little bit once we hit that first bar of power, which will be nice. And then after this fight, we have a Doom, but we'll get to that in just a second. Luckily, this is a 5-star, so the health pool is a lot lower. Definitely fighting rank 3s in war can take a minute, especially, you know, when they have really increased health pools there. So we go back in, missed refreshing the degen on that last heavy. So dodge the L1 here, and we're going to go back in. Oh no, I guess we don't go back in. I'm not sure why we didn't punish the heavy there, or the L1. And right there at the end, I realized after the fact that I probably shouldn't have tried to go in for the intercept, since Thor has that chance to auto block and he could have parried us, but luckily it didn't trigger. So, but now we have this Doom, rank 3 Doom on Buffet. He is technically on our path still since he has the strike counter, so was a little bit worried about this, but you know, Omega Red just takes down stuff so easily without a lot of thought. So just got to be careful not to get slapped by Doom here. We do, there you go, we mess up the dex for the L1, so now we got to be extra careful. Luckily he didn't have the shock on us, so we were able to dodge the slap there, and luckily with the 21 spores he is melting, and there we go. And we mess up the timing for the freaking L1 dex again, so now we're just going to try to back up, wait out this shock so he doesn't slap us there, because those heavies can do a lot of damage. Not sure where the shock came from there again, but yeah, we were getting a little bit riled up here. I think this fight I was like, oh yeah, I was outside and I couldn't see that well, but all that is just excuses. So we just got to be careful here, and play a little bit more defensively and not worry so much about getting the spores. Just try to make sure that we can get to 10. And there we go. Taking a lot of damage here this fight, unfortunately. There we go. Got the refresh on the degen, and now just kind of waiting out the spore damage. So there we go. Got the Doom down, and we're on to Terrax. Alright, so I waited later that day after taking that Doom and getting home and kind of getting reacclimated and everything. I decided to pop an invulnerability boost here just because I was really afraid that I was going to mess up against this fight. I was talking over with my alliance leader and some of my alliance mates, you know, Brendan and Marco and Slayman, just kind of picking their brain to see what the best counters for him here were, and that's why I decided to bring in Claire. I've seen people take Claire, you know, as a rank 3 against this fight and do really well with her. So we're going to go super big boost here. Got the power back boost, got the special boost, popped another 20%, I popped a 30% attack boost, so now she is pretty much a rank 3, if not even a little bit higher as far as attack values go. So the game plan here is just to wait out the rock field so we don't get all that damage. We can dex a couple heavies on the wall, gotta be careful not to parry as well until we can get a poison on him, which we're going to apply right now. So now we can parry effectively. Which will be nice, so we can get him stunned and kind of wait out the rock field. We get him, we throw a heavy there just so we can get him away from us. We throw another medium ending combo, that way we can reliably parry once again. And pretty much that's the entire fight. Just got to be careful not to parry, got to dodge a couple of heavies on the wall there. There we go, there's one. And then we're going to go to the incinerate phase because now we are in position to start blitzing this guy down. I was noticing we were doing a lot of damage since we are boosted up pretty heavily, which is nice. He throws another L1 there. Now we're just going to back up. Just be careful, dodge a couple heavies on the wall. And looking back at this now, I didn't realize that he was still in the rock field. And I was like, why am I taking so much damage? And I realized that the rock field hadn't totally expired. So we took a bit of passive damage there for a little bit. Luckily, the arm breaks are going to heal us up, which is nice. And he's incinerated, so we can just parry to our heart's content. He drops another L1, which is nice. He's all the way back in his corner, so we can back up and just wait for the rock field to expire. Watching this fight back, I'm definitely pretty proud of my performance here. I tend to throw parries when I don't mean to, so I was happy I was able to kind of stave that off for this fight. And there we go, got him down. Got the full attack bonus, no deaths for this 4th war of Season 27. Very happy with my performance. But that'll do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully maybe you learned something as well for that Terrax fight if any of you are doing Node 53 and more. But otherwise, thanks again for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.